This is part 2 of making your Beyblade combos and then attempting to beat it. We had over 500 people submit their combos in the last video. So if you want your combo in the next video, feel free to comment down below this video. From Blake Nicholas, there's an older Baytuber I used to watch that did this sort of stuff and was called Unicorn Extreme GT. And his signature combo put to short is MF Flash Striker 85 right rubber flat. Alright, I'm looking forward to beating this combo. I also used to watch this guy back in the day, so I'm pretty excited about this combo. This is also a really good top tier attack type combo. The Flash Fusion Wheel is the most top tier attack type fusion wheel you can get. Because of the oval shaped pattern, it's extremely high in recoil and provides a lot of good attacks. This Beyblade also has the 85 spin track, which makes this Beyblade extremely low in height. Paired with the right rubber flat tip, this Beyblade is essentially maxed out in attack stats. In my combo, I'll be going the metal faceball as well, with the Diablo Fusion Wheel, the 100 spin track, and the rubber sharp flat tip. I'm basically using the bottom portion of Blitz Striker. This build is essentially a really defensive build with high recoil. They are basically the same height, and that's pretty much ideal for my Beyblade because I would love as much interaction as possible. The battles are very volatile, so we'll be doing more than one battle. Already you can see why the Flash combo is extremely good because it can easily just knock out any Beyblade. The idea behind my combo should be able to use your high recoil against you. As long as I can last the very first 5 seconds of the battle, I should be able to win because that's pretty much when attack types are the most powerful. And that's why launching is very important. I did try to flower pattern every battle so it was fair. The tip on my Beyblade is actually quite decent in stamina, which can pretty much hold up to other attack types as well. The Diablo Fusion Wheel and the metal faceball also adds a lot of weight onto the tip. Because the rubber tip is already extremely high in friction, when it's being pushed down by weight like this, it just adds onto the defense. You can pretty much see how it's pretty much able to deflect all these attacks because of the Fusion Wheel. I think in general, you can make a lot of good combos with the Diablo Fusion Wheel due to the high recoil and the weight. By Fantasy Shroom, here's a combo I love using: Metal Faceball Lightning Eldrago 90 Rubber Flat. So it looks like you're going for a left spin attack type Beyblade. This combo is actually a top tier attack type combo in the Metal Fight limited format. The 90 spin track that he chose is one of the lowest spin tracks you can use in Beyblade. It makes the overall height on Lightning Eldrago quite low, which allows this Beyblade to go under other Beyblades when attacking and allows it to get some really good knockouts. For my combo, I'm going to go with the really common defense type. Here I have Flame Sagittario 230 Coat Sharp, an extremely tall Beyblade that pretty much can defend against any other attack Beyblade. This is pretty commonly used against attack Beyblades in local tournaments, especially when they're low sweep attackers like Lightning Eldrago. It's definitely a defense type, but a little bit different than other defense types. Usually when you think of defense types, you think of Beyblades that are bulky and heavy, but this is pretty much the opposite of that. Instead of the heaviness and the bulkiness, it's pretty tall and thin. The 230 spin track and the Flame Fusion Wheel on my combo basically complement each other very well. Because of the tall height of the spin track, Eldrago is never able to hit the metal portion of my Beyblade, and it's only able to hit the spin track. The Flame Fusion Wheel is pretty thin, and the perimeter of the Fusion Wheel is also raised from the base, which just makes the Beyblade even taller. The Coat Sharp tip is also acting as another layer of defense as well. It's able to stay in the center due to the center of the Coat Sharp tip, allowing it to not be aggressive. The rubber portion of Coat Sharp actually kicks in when it's getting hit from another Beyblade. Rubber has a lot of resistance, so that's why it's good on attack and defense types. If you put two attack types against each other and if one had a rubber tip, I assure you if they both collided at the same speed, the attack type with the rubber tip would actually knock the other one out. Here you can actually compare the height difference between these two Beyblades. From Gagan Sharma, try the Size Scorpio Eternal Defense 145 Eternal Sharp. It has all the free spinning parts, it's ideal defense type, try it bro. Alright, this guy went for an all free spinning type Beyblade. In theory, this should be a pretty good defense type since every part pretty much free spins. If you don't know what that means, basically the parts can freely move around the Beyblade. I think the idea on this Beyblade is that whenever it does get hit, it'll pretty much take no damage, especially because of the free spinning parts. Well, now let's see what my combo is. My combo will be Phantom Orion 85 Extreme Flat. And yes, this is another Tornado Staller Beyblade. To explain what tornado stallers are, they basically ride the rim of the stadium, having no interaction with the other Beyblade. When building your combo, I noticed that your Beyblade will pretty much lack LED towards the end of the battle. Your Beyblade has extremely high stamina due to the Eternal Sharp tip, but what I noticed is that once it's a bit weaker in spin, it's pretty much prone to getting knocked over easily. So I thought, why not go with the Tornado Staller? I'll just wait you out towards the end where you're a bit weaker and then attack you there. I would have personally chosen Metal Flat over Extreme Flat, but I couldn't find my Metal Flat. But it's perfectly fine because Extreme Flat still did the job perfectly. You guys should consider trying out a Tornado Stellar Beyblade. I think they're personally a bit underrated. From Ionel Manea, try Earth Quario Bearing Drive, but you can't use the 4D system. Alright, here's your combo. This is a pretty good overall defense / stamina build. I can tell this is a pretty well thought out combo because of the energy ring Aquario being the heaviest energy ring in Beyblade. Since I can't use the 4D system, I'll do you an even better and use the pre-hybrid system instead. This is the pre-hybrid Pegasus Fusion Wheel. This Fusion Wheel is a top tier attack type combo in the Metal Fight Limited format. I've paired it up with the CH120 spin track and the rubber flat tip. This combo allows it to adapt to its opponent. This spin track allows the Beyblade to change its height. I'm a huge advocate for if you have an attack type with a rubber flat tip, you should be able to knock out any Beyblade as long as you know how to launch correctly. Flower patterning is a huge must when using attack type Beyblades. If you don't know how to flower pattern, your Beyblade will pretty much just run around the stadium having zero interaction. The Earth Aquario Bearing Drive combo is a really good combo and I would say it's pretty commonly used in tournaments as well. But that's why I love the Metal Fight Limited format so much, because you can actually use attack types and win. So yeah, this is my combo and I think it was pretty good against your Beyblade. Your Beyblade would probably beat any other Beyblade though, for sure. This combo came from my Discord from Mr. Blorp. How about Gravity Destroyer, Gravity Ball 145 left rubber flat? Alright, here's your combo. This is actually another top tier attack type combo. I made sure to ask the guy what spin he wanted this Beyblade to be launched in and he chose left. Gravity Destroyer is listed as a defense type Beyblade, but ironically its fusion wheel is really top tier for attack. The main reason why it's top tier is because the fusion wheel has some really high recoil and it can spin in both left and right direction. And because we're going against a top tier attack type, I will be going all in defense. My combo is Earth Aquario 105 Rubber Sharp, basically a low height defense type Beyblade. I chose this as my combo because I think it should be able to deal with Gravity Destroyer's attack pretty well. This combo is overall really heavy because of the Earth Fusion Wheel and the Aquario Energy Ring. But the main reason why this combo is extremely good for defense is because of the tip, Rubber Sharp. Like how I explained earlier, rubber is just really good for defense. Rubber has a lot of friction, so it allows it to attach to the stadium quite more efficiently than other tips. This combo is only really good against attack types with low stamina. I'm only really able to get away with this combo because I know what I'm going against. Rubber Sharp has some pretty good stamina due to its sharp portion of the tip, but it won't be as good as other plastic stamina tips. If you look closely at the battle, whenever it's getting hit, it's barely even budging. Personally, if I were to change anything about the Gravity Destroyer combo, I would change the left rubber flat for a regular rubber flat tip. Since you are using a left rubber flat tip, it's more ideal to be using it as a left spin Beyblade. But just having a regular rubber flat tip will allow you to go from right spin to left spin and vice versa anytime. But yeah, overall, this was a pretty long video, and if you made it this far, you guys should consider subscribing.